Mom and Dad from Turkey, down at Incirlik Air Force Base, Turkey. And this is our last week now. Today was probably one of my last flights down here in Turkey. It was a four-ship F-111s. We went out to Konya Range, dropped some bombs. We dropped pretty good bombs. We won about $10 a piece or so. Not too bad. So I'm coming out plus, I don't know, plus $5 or $6 for the whole trip down there. Hadn't lost much, hadn't won that much, so broke even basically. Better than some people though. But, let's see. Been down here for 3 weeks. Had a lot of fun. Working on a suntan and working on the bomb scores, so it's been a pretty good time. See, a typical day was like yesterday. We got up at 3:30 in the morning, left here about 4:15, took off about 7:30, land around 9:30, and then go to the pool at 11, stay there for 4 or 5 hours, and then go eat and do the same thing again. So I've been flying about 3 times a week average, and most of the pilots are flying just about every day because we're short pilots. But one of the things that's been pretty fun is going downtown and shopping and everything. It's been pretty cheap. Brass and copper are pretty cheap, and so are the Turkish handmade rugs. Those are pretty good. You can get handmade rugs for good prices, and also machine made. You can get a gigantic rug, about 10 by 8 for $150. Machine made carpet, but I didn't really see any of those I really liked, so I bought a couple of handmade rugs. It's one of the best companies that make it. Well, they're really not a company. There's a design, and they're all made in these real small villages everywhere in Turkey, and the girls that make the carpets, their max age is like 15 years old because their fingers are so nimble and everything. So they have to have real sensitive fingers to tie all the little knots. So it could take, for a pretty big size rug, 6 months to make it. So there is a real poor country, and there's a lot of poverty. But one good thing I've seen is that the kids don't come up and beg money. They want to offer you a service, like shine your shoes or get you a taxi or something like that. I mean, there's no kids going around begging for money, which I thought was pretty good compared to countries like Mexico and places like that. As far as activities, we went to the beach on Saturday, Castle by the Sea. It's a big island, and there's a big castle on it. It's a ruin. You can go climb all over the castle. Inside it's all grown up with trees and bushes and everything, but it's not even kept up by the Turkish government. It was a Roman castle, and they don't care about anything that has to do with Romans or Greeks or anybody like that. It's none of their history, so they really don't care. So there's ruins everywhere, castle ruins. It's kind of bad in a way because they don't keep that kind of stuff up, but then again, they don't really care. So that was kind of fun, and we got to go to the beach, and we cooked steaks and chicken on the grill. That's pretty good. This weekend, we're going to Antioch, and that's where the first church was first started, and it's in the side of a mountain, a lot of caves and stuff for escape routes because the Christians back then were being persecuted and stuff. And our chaplain here, he's a colonel. He came down, a real expert in history about Muslims, Christians, and Jews, so he knows all the history stuff. So it's been pretty interesting, and just to see some of the historical stuff. It makes things fit more together, I guess. To go and see all the places in the Bible and stuff, and it make more sense when you read it. Because all these weirdo names and stuff always make it more boring to read the Bible sometimes. So now, Antioch and Konya Range, where we drop bombs, used to be, I forgot the whole story behind it, but it was where somebody was persecuted. It was in the Bible a lot, the town of Konya, and it had a different name in the Bible, but we have a bombing range there, so we go and drop bombs now on a biblical type city. Well, the range is right next to the city, so it's not exactly dropping on the town, but it's 5 miles from the town. And the range is set up like a regular overland range you'll see in the United States. It's like an airfield, and they've got old planes and stuff sitting down there. You go and bomb, and lots of different types of targets and stuff. So it's a lot of fun to go to the range. Usually drop about 18 bombs, one bomb at a time, little practice bombs. And the other day we got to go and drop some Mark 82 Snake Eyes. It was Snake Eye is a type of high drag device that pops out on the bomb and causes it to fall at a different angle, and you can drop it at lower altitudes. But the big thing about it is they were used in Vietnam, and we don't use them anymore. They had some extra ones down here, so we got to go out and drop them. So they're pretty neat. You've probably seen some of the Vietnam films when the bombs come off, and you see this little thing come out and they drop back. So that was pretty interesting. I enjoyed doing that since it had something to do with Vietnam era type stuff, besides the planes that we fly with in Vietnam. They're so old, 1967 models, and 68, so basically Vietnam stuff all the time. So I guess I'll break it off now and I'll show you the rest of the film. Bob Travis, the guy you're going to see in the film, we went downtown and messed around with a video camera, and he's the guy I checked out in 111, and he also went to pilot training at Shepherd, where I'm going, and he's given me a lot of information and all his books and stuff on it. This Shepherd is NATO joint jet pilot training, so there'll only be about 15 to 20 American guys in a whole class, and then they'll have guys from England, Germany, Norway, Netherlands. They'll have people from all over Europe, even Turkish people, who come there to train, and all the instructors are foreigners. And I was talking to some guy, and he said, yeah, I only have one American, give me a check ride. There's 10 check rides. There's a lot more check rides than regular UPT. And like I said, all your instructors will be foreigners. Just hope and pray I get somebody I can understand, a good instructor. But they only had 5 Wizzos for this board who were chosen to go to Euronato. So they usually only send Wizzos from fighters, F4s and F111s, to Euronato, because at Euronato you train a lot differently. It's more of a tactical training, pilot training. You fly a lot lower. Instead of flying 1,000-foot low levels, you fly 500-foot low levels, and I've even heard that some of these foreign guys that take you down even lower, which is what I'm used to anyway, because I'm used to flying down real low. I mean, 500 feet above the ground is really high to me. Once you get down to 100, 150 feet, it's when it's really fun, and you get a lot of ground rush, and it really feels like you're moving. So it's still a lot of air training command stuff you have to put up with. It's stuff I'm not used to, but it's not as much stuff you have to go through when you're in regular UPT. So I'm happy about that. And Randy Roberts, the guy that sponsored me when I came to Upper Hayford, he's there right now, so at least I got a contact there right now. And in addition, John Wolf, this friend of mine from Auburn, he was a year ahead of me at Auburn, he's going there to UPT. He's an F4 backseater. And this other guy, my roommate from Holloman when I was there in New Mexico, he's going there also. I don't know if we're going at the same time. I hope I'm not going at the same time that the guy from Holloman, my roommate, because he was a big brown noser. But whatever the case may be, the earliest I'll probably go will be September, and then there's a class in November, and there's a class in January. So I'm hoping and praying I go in September, because I'm tired of the UK, I'm tired of the English people. and I'm tired of, it's going to be, everybody's going to be giving me a lot of crap because I'm going to UPT. They're going to say, you know, hey, we don't need to fly you anymore in 111 because you're going to UPT, so we'll let some other wizard fly. So I'm not going to get to fly as much, probably. I'm hoping that I get to fly, you know, enough to be satisfied, but I want to go as soon as possible because of that mentality and that Wizzos and other people have. I mean, a lot of people were jealous that I was going to UPT because they didn't get to go and their eyes are too bad. So it's kind of a situation that I want to get out of here as soon as possible because of the way people think and everything. So that's about it from Turkey. And you can probably tell I got some kind of fuzz on my lip. We had a mustache growing contest. You had to pay like $5 to enter or whatever. I didn't pay. I knew I couldn't grow a mustache that quick, but we've been down here for 2.5 weeks now. I don't know. I've been laying out the pool. I don't know if you can tell if I got a tan or not, but my face is pretty brown. I don't know if the lights on the camera are making it look that way or not, but I want to shave this mustache so I can get my upper lip. It won't be funny looking when I shave it off. So tell everyone back home hello, and hopefully we'll see you this fall when we come back to the United States, and hopefully I won't be coming back to Europe my next tour, because that would be not the best thing in the world for me. My attitude now about living over here in Europe. So hopefully, I mean, I'm going to Urinado, so the chances of me getting a European assignment are probably high. I don't know. But what I've been told that the class commander, well, I'll be a class leader. They divide the class up into 2 sections. Is what people who have been to Shepherd are telling me. And there'll be 2 Wizzos per class, and that there'll be 2 sections. So I'll be a section leader, and depending on the rank of the other guy, then it could be a class leader. And you have to do a lot of nebulous stuff that's related to the second lieutenants and all these new guys, trying to get them into the Air Force, learning all this stupid stuff you have to learn about the Air Force. So I have to be doing that kind of stuff. But what I hear is that, I mean, you usually get the airplane you want. That's what I hear. And so I'm still going to go with an attitude of, hey, teach me how to fly a jet. And I don't know anything about military flying, which I do, but I'm going to learn it their way, because there's a lot of political stuff in Shepherd. One thing, because of all the different countries, and another thing, all the Americans, and it's real political. It's more political than a UPT base, regular UPT base, so I got to put up with the political stuff. But I wouldn't mind getting a F-15 or a F-16, and that's what I'm shooting for. And I've been talking to a bunch of F-16 guys down here in Turkey. They come down here to deploy also, kind of like us. And so I've been talking to some of those guys, and they really love it. And they were telling us all about all their systems and all this cosmic stuff that the plane can do that our plane can't do. And it sounds like a really neat plane. And I got all these people telling me that that's probably what I'm going to get, an F-16 or F-15. So, I mean, if I do get an F-15 or a 16, well, a 16 I could be assigned to Valdosta. I mean, Moody Air Force Base down in Valdosta, or down in Florida, or F-15 be in Virginia or in Florida. Or I could be stuck out west again, but I'd like to get back down in the south and everything. So if I get an F-15 or 16, I'm going to have more places to go. Hopefully I will not get an F-111, because I do not want to come back to this jet. So, I don't know, just whatever God wants me to have, I know I'll get. But I just hope I get the right jet, and I'll be the happiest and the safest. And these F-16s crash all the time. So, I guess I'll let you see the film now, and I guess I'll talk to you on the phone next time. Good day.